Hi everyone, welcome to Excel Learning Program. This is Kishore. Today we are going to explore about font group which is available under Home tab. Now let us look at different features which are available under font. This is called font style name. Say now if I select this area and I am changing the font style to the desired style. I can change the style based on my requirement. See, whenever you keep your cursor position, it is automatically changing. So you can select Arial Black. Now if I select Arial Black, my font style has been applied to the selected area. This is how I can change my font style from default font style to desired font style. Now I am changing to my default font style, that is CAL. You can also type if you know the font style names. This is Calibri. This is the default font style of Excel. You can also change it to Times New Roman or Courier New, whatever it is. Now the next button or there is a next drop down. This is called sizing. Now if I want to change the font size from 10 to 20, I can directly change like that. If you keep your cursor position like this, it will automatically preview the data. If you click, then it will keep it as it is. If you don't click and come back, it will left it like that. So Excel will allow you to change your font from 8 to 409. I am typing 410. Now Excel will not allow you to change your font from more than 409. So now you can change your font from 1 to 409 points. See, now I am typing 409. See, this is the maximum limit of my font size. You can use the font size up to 409, from 1 to 409. Now what is the other function which is available? If you keep your cursor position over there, you will be find a pop-up which is stating about that particular button. Increase font size. What does it indicate? Now we have observed that we can increase the font size by selecting from the drop down or entering the required value 25.5 or 5.5. I have typed 25.8 like that. You can also change the font size using font size option. If you click on this font size will increase, but you can increase the font size with this button up to 72, but not more than that. Now you can also decrease. There is one more button. This is called decrease font size. This is called increase font size. Now I am decreasing my font size. Keep on clicking that one, it will be decreased. Now we have seen there are 4 features which are available. This is font, this is font size, increasing the font size, decreasing the font size. Next, coming to bold. What is bold? Say I have selected my portion and using bold button. If I click on bold button, the entire selection has been changed normal to bold faced. Now you can also use bold option via keyboard. The shortcut key is Ctrl B. If you click on Ctrl B, the data which you have selected will be changed from normal font to bold font, as well as bold font to normal font. You can click one time on Ctrl B, it will be changed. Again, if you click one time on Ctrl B, then it will come to normal state. Now this is called bold. Another feature called italic. Now if I click on italic, see I am changing the data from 22. Now you can observe how italic is changing. See, it is changing from, it seems it is falling to the right side. See, earlier it is like that. Now it is falling to the right side. You can observe that one. It is falling. Now you can also use this italic using keypad, that is Control I. Control I. Earlier we have used Control B. Now you can use Control I. If you use Control I, it is lighting up. If you observe here, when I used Control I, it is lighting up. Again, if I use, it is not lighting. It means my lighting is going. It is disappearing. See, like that you can select italic. Now this is called a split button. A split button helps you to handle two kinds of operations. Directly after selecting the data, if you use this button states about underline. If I want to underline this heading, I can directly click on underline. But also there are some other options which are available under this button. If you click on a small arrow mark, there are two options. One is underline, which we have selected now. There is another option called double underline. You can also select double underline. Now it is double underlined. You can see now it is double underlined. If I want to change this, I can change it to normal, or if I want to if I don't want any underline, then I can directly click on. You can also use this feature via keyboard, that is Control U option. You can use Control U option to give underline below the line item or below the description which you have selected. Now let us go to next feature. This is table. What is table feature? Let us see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm moving to my normal state. This is explaining about table and its border. See, now what I'm going to do is I'm selecting the entire Excel sheet. You can select in two ways. Click anywhere else in the Excel, wherever you find space, then select Control A, sorry. You can directly use Control A to select all cells, or you can also use, we have already learned this in the lesson 1, you can keep your cursor position on the left side corner of the Excel and click like that. You can also select like this. I am changing the color to white so that you will be able to understand what exactly is happening. Now I am changing my size of the font to 10. Now we can observe, let us increase somehow 12. Now let us go by each feature. Now bottom border. When I select the bottom border, it has given me a bottom line. See, you can observe like that. So this is basically a table. I'm selecting my table. You can select your table, or you can select the range by keeping your cursor position anywhere in that range and use Control A. If you again use Control A, it will select entire Excel sheet, but I don't want that. Just keep your cursor position in your range and use Control A, then it will be automatically selected. Instead of use shift and holding like this, you can directly use Control A. Right, now what I am going to do is I am giving a top border. Now it has given me the top border. Let us see whether it has given me the top border. Yes, it has given me the top border. You know how I have inserted a row? We have learned this in the previous lesson, that is Alt I R. If I click Alt I R, I can be inserted a row above the selected row. I have given a top line or top border for my table. Now again I am selecting my table using Control A. Then I am giving left border. Now it has given me the left border. Again right border. Now it has given me top border, left border and right border, bottom border. Now what I am going to do is no border. If you click no border, it will delete all the borders. See, it has deleted all the borders. Now going to the next one, all borders. All borders means like this. It will give left border, right border, and in addition to middle border. See, like this. So now you can observe this table clearly. Now what I am going to do is I am selecting this area and going to thick box border or outside borders. So now you can use directly outside borders. Now I am going to delete or I am selecting no border. See, there is no border, but what I am going to do is I am directly using outside borders. I have selected directly outside border instead of left border, right border, bottom border. I can directly select outside border based on the requirement. Right. Next, let us see this one, thick box border. If you select this one, so it is thick in size. It is very thick. If you observe, this is thick. So like this you can also select a border. Now bottom double border. If you click this one, it will give us bottom double border. It will give us bottom double border. This is all based on your requirement. You can use thick bottom border. You can also use this one, thick bottom border. Now bottom border will be very thick. However, we have used all borders are thick, hence you are unable to see this one. However, you can see that by selecting no border and giving thick bottom border. See, like this you can select. You can see this one. Now let us move on to the next option, top and bottom border. You can directly give top and bottom border. If you want only top and bottom border, you can give like this. And top and thick bottom border. If you want top and thick bottom border, you can give like this. See, top border is normal, whereas bottom border is very thick. Like that you can give it. Now I am going to next option, top and double bottom border. Now if you click this one, top border is normal, whereas the bottom border has two lines, one after another. That is called double bottom border. Now draw borders. You can also draw borders instead of using all these things. How can I draw borders? See, whenever I click on draw borders, my Excel sheet is changed like this. Because why it is being changed like that, you can observe earlier we have selected the background color of the Excel from normal to white. It means if you select no fill, it will be like that. This is normal position of the Excel, normal view of the Excel. Whereas I have changed normal view of the Excel by changing the background color like this. Hence it is showing, when I selected like this, it is showing dots since there is no cells or appearing. I can also see like that, no fill, select the entire area, or you can select only this area and click no fill. Then your cells will be appeared up to the area where you have selected. I don't want like that. I want to select the entire area, no fill. Now if you use this functionality, now it is not showing any dots because these lines and cells are available and these are visible. You can directly draw your borders like this. You can directly draw your borders based on your requirement. Like this you can draw the borders like this. Like this you can draw the borders. If you don't want any other borders, you can draw like that. Based on your requirement, you can draw the borders with this feature. Now let us move on to next border by selecting no borders. I am selecting no borders. Now using Ctrl E, and let us explore the next feature, draw border grid. Now when you select this border, you are able to give borders to the respective cells which you have selected or one by one. But if you click this one, draw border grid, let us see what is happening. See, at a time you are able to give borders to more than one cell. See, like this you can directly give the border grid. This is called border grid option. Erase border. If you want to erase any of the border, you can use this functionality. Like this you can erase the borders. Up to here I have erased my borders. If you want to erase all the borders, you can give like this. You can directly erase. You can erase the borders based on the requirement. Now line color. What I am going to do is I am giving a nice border for my table. Selecting border. Now I am selecting all borders. Now I don't want this black color border. I want to change from black to pink or orange or red based on the requirement. I want to change from black to, this is automatic black color. Now I want to change this black color to red. See, now I am able to change black to red. I have used this draw border grid, or else you can directly select the entire area of your table. Then you can select the line color as green. You can see like this. You can opt like this. See, you can do like that. Like that you can change the border colors of your table. Now let us go to next one. Line style. You can also select more colors using custom color or standard color. These are the standard colors. If you select any of the colors here and click OK, this color will be appear like this. See, like this. Based on the requirement, you can select and change the colors. Now I am going to the next session, next feature called line style. Now if you observe, this is a continuous line. This is something like a straight line, but I don't want like this. I want a dotted line. Now what I am going to do is I am selecting this area. Now I want to select my line style as dotted line. This is the line style which is available. How do I know which is my line style? So whenever you come over here, whenever you select this one, your line style which is applied currently will be bordered like this. Now I am changing my line style from continuous line to dotted line. Now see, it is being changed from continuous line to dotted line. Like this you can change your line style. You can also change the line styles based on the requirement like this. If I want to change like this also, I can change my line style. If you want thick line style, you can go with very thick line style like this. Like this you can go. You can change the line style. More borders. I am clicking on more borders now. Now there is an option called more borders. This is also can be appeared from dialog launcher. There is a small arrow button over here. This is called dialog launcher. You can also click on here to launch the dialog. Another option to launch this dialog is control 1 on, sorry, I'm just closing this one. Control 1. Something is happening in my system. Yes, control 1. Now when I use control 1 in the Excel sheet, a dialog launcher of format cells is appeared. Now I'm in border. You can see the borders. Now you can also change as per your requirement from here. Change the borders as per requirement from here. You can select like this. Now I'm closing this one, selecting this area and use control 1 option. Now I don't want this thick line. Now what I'm going to do is I am just selected here I'm selecting automatic and click OK. If you select like this, see what is going to be happen here. I've selected area. This is my area which have been selected. More borders, and I'm deleting each and every border from here. You can delete like this. I have deleted all my borders. Now see, my borders have been gone. You can also delete the borders or insert the borders using Control 1, that is dialog launcher. You can also insert borders like this, like this, like this. Now like this, like this. This is horizontal, this is horizontal, this is vertical. And you can also insert borders like this. See, like this I can also insert the borders. This is purely based on your requirement. Now let us explore. This we have already seen line styles. These are all line styles. This is line color. You can change the color based on the requirement. This is how we can give line style and change the line style. Let us go and explore different features. Now this is called fill color. This fill color indicates filling background color of a cell or the selected area. See, this is the area which I am going to select now. I want to change the color of this area from white to some black or pink or red or any lavender color or any orange or any of the colors which are available over here. Not only here, you can also go and use more color options. From here you can select the standard color, or you can use custom colors to select your desired color. Like this, you can also use your desired color. I don't want any other colors right now, so I don't want to select anything else from here. Now I want to keep it as it is. You can select this one to fill the internal or cell color. Now let us go to the next option. This option called font color. This changes the font color but not the cell color. Earlier, if you observe this one, this is changing the cell color but not the font color. What is the difference? If you keep your cursor position over here and selecting a color over here, I am just selecting a color. It is changing my cell color but not the font color of the description. You can observe over here. This is changing. This is in black color. But if I want to change the font color, then I can select. See, now it is changing font color from black to red. This is called font color. This is how we can change the font color based on the requirement. You can also select from more colors. Like this, you can change the font colors. And now let us look at different options which are available under dialog launcher in font group. Now if you observe over here, these are all the font names which we have already seen over here. So these are all the font names. Now if you observe, this is the regular, italic, bold, bold, italic. Now you can see that I am selecting bold, italic, and I am changing the size from 11 to 18. So if you see over here, this is called preview window. Whenever you select something, it will show the preview. It means how it is going to look like on the cell you selected. It is going to show over here. If you click OK, exactly it is going to show the same as it is shown in the preview. Now you can use this one. You can check this one out. So this is also underline. We have already seen this underline under underline group here. See, we have already seen this underline over here. Now I am using some other underline options from underline. You can give single underline. If you give single underline, it will look like this. You can change double underline, it will be like this. You can change single accounting, it will be like this. You can change double accounting, it will be like this. It will show like this. There are different kinds of underlines you can use based on your requirement. Now I can also change the color from here, see, or from here. So I can change the color of the cell contents like this. Based on my requirement, I can select color of the cell contents. This is the preview window. Before going to affect that on the respective cell, you can view that under preview. So now I am changing to automatic. Whenever you change or whenever you click this normal font directly, it will automatically change it to Excel default font. See, now everything is set to normal. Excel default font is Calibri and regular and 11. This is changing to normal. If I uncheck this one, I am selecting some other thing, bold italic. Now see, I have applied this. Now I want to change it to Excel default. All you have to do is just select normal font and click OK. Now it has been changed to Excel default font. Now let us explore different options over here. What do you mean by strike through? See, if I select the strike through, see how it is appearing over here. You can strike a line in between words. It overwrites the word like this. See, if I uncheck this one, this looks like, see how it look like. It look like this one. You can see more clearly if I change it like this. You have selected strike through, right? Subscript, this is called superscript, this is called subscript. What is the difference between superscript and subscript? Now I am going to type a word. Now I would like to 1st January 2015. Generally the word ST, here you can observe the word ST should be superscript. It means it should be aligned above the word 1. See, I am using control 1. Now I am selecting superscript like this. See how it appears now. Now the word ST has appeared like superscript. This is how we can use superscript. You can also select respective words and use whatever the highlighted over here. You can give a red color to the highlighted one. You can change font size of the highlighted one like this. You can change, but when you use F2, it means it is in editable mode. Under F2 you cannot give color, you cannot assign color to the particular cell. However, you can select the item or the description, then you can select the font color. It means you can change the font color but not the cell color. In the same way, you can change the font as bold like this. You can change bold, you can make it as underline, or you can make it as italic like this. These are all the different options which are available. Now let us go and explore another option called subscript. Now what I am going to do is, this is exactly opposite to superscript. I am changing the word to, I am changing the font size to 24. Now I am typing one of the periodic table elements, that is H2O. H2O means, hope everyone know this one, H2O means water. This is a periodic table element, but this 2 should be aligned below the H. Now how can we do this one? Subscript. If you use this one, it will subscript like this. You can observe. See, this is how subscript will appear. These two will be aligned below the letter H. So like this you can use superscript and subscript. I am unselecting this one. This is how you can use the dialog launcher. This is the end of the lesson. Thank you.